Hello everyone, I'm your host Boss Zombie. Welcome back to Fallout 3. Do I want to do the ceremony first? Maybe I can talk to some people. Dog meat, excuse me, dog meat.
Revel, outsider, for it's not wise to keep the Great One waiting.
Now is the time for an audience.
Okay, alright, so
we can talk later.
Whatever.
What is it you wish to talk about, my friend?
Ready to take the ceremony.
Very good. Take your place in front of the basin, and let's begin.
Is this my place in front of the basin? Wait, first of all, is this a quest yet? No. Does that mean Fox and Dogmeat have to drink this gross
Drink
stuff?
of the sap from the basin. Only then will he reveal himself.
Okay. That sounded gross and
He will
looked
now
disgusting.
recite the blessing to ward off any harm the outsider may be carrying before he proceeds to the grove.
I bid you depart, agents of destruction, through the power of his divine will.
Leave our homes and bodies immediately. Live no longer in them, but pass over into places where you can harm no one.
In the name of his frondescence, I call his wrath upon you, so that wherever you may go, you bear it with you.
And, diminishing from day to day, you may disappear, except where you serve the health and good purposes of mankind. May no trace of you be found.
All this, may he be so good as to grant us, who is to come to judge the living and the dead, and the world by his verdure.
Amen. Soon, you will pass peacefully into sleep, outsider. And when you awake, you will witness his glory firsthand.
Firsthand. Well, I believe that's me passing out. Oh, load. Oh, what? Oh, okay. Oh, look at that. My companions didn't come with me. Oh, wait, real quick. No, remove it. Oh, this is what I was looking for.
Glad to see you're finally awake. I can't believe they made you do that stupid ceremony. They listen when I talk, but they don't hear. You know what I mean?
Microphone. Never met a talking tree before.
Neither have I. Well, I mean, I talked to Herbert, but he never really says anything back. Do you, Herbert? He kept growing around me. Maybe for calling him Herbert all the time. His name's really Bob. I think it's funny when I call him Herbert, though.
So you're trapped in there.
Well, I suppose you could look at it that way. See, Bob used to ride around on top of my head. Sunk his roots right in there, you know. Well, eventually, he got bigger than me, and then I pretty much ended up inside.
How did a tree end up growing out of your head?
It was a long time ago. I tend to lose track. I was exploring some sort of a military base with some other people. I think it was called Mariposa. Mariposa. We were pretty deep inside and we found some weird vats of this nasty green goo. Right when we were about to leave, I think we were attacked. Yeah. Last thing I remember before blacking out was something knocking my friend into the stuff.
So this is actually in reference to stuff that happened in Fallout 1? I forget this guy's name. I think it's Harold. He'll probably tell me in conversation. But his friend who fell into the vat was someone called the Master, who went on to become the main antagonist of that game, and he was like this horrible mutated thing that like fused with other people and technology, and the green goo he's referring to is FEV, but like a different strain than what's here in the Wasteland. That made the West Coast super mutants. Wait, so he's from the West Coast. He's traveled far. Well, hopefully trouble's over. I'm here to help.
You have no idea how glad I am to hear that. Or we're glad to hear that. Me and Bob. I had you brought in here to ask a very simple favor. Would you please kill me?
You can't be serious.
Completely serious. You'd be doing me a favor. You see, I've been stuck here for over 2 decades now, rooted right into the ground. The only friends I've got are Bob and those weirdos out there who think I'm a god.
Why wouldn't you just, well, how to be able to kill you? You're a tree.
How to put this? I've been feeling rather spread out lately. I think Bob's kinda shoved my insides around some. It's hard to tell where everything is, but it's always that way with one's insides, isn't it? Anyway, I believe Bob's carried some of my organs into his root system. I want you to go underground and destroy my heart.
Can I have some time to think about it?
Oh, of course. I know this is an unusual request, but hey, I'm an unusual tree, huh? Well, Bob is, anyway. We'll just keep it an open invitation then. I don't want to wait until the next person visits. It could be years. You're all I've got.
Well then goodbye for now, Herbert or Bob.
No. Herbert is the tree. Bob is his real name, but I call him Herbert because I think it's pretty funny. But I'm still in here too. What's left of me? The name's Harold.
Hi, Harold. So yeah, you can see he doesn't look quite... Oh, Oasis. He doesn't look... Hey guys, how'd you get here? Doesn't look quite comfortable. He's got one arm there, what looks like a leg there. So I believe there's more to this quest than just that. Oh, that has its own sound effect. Where'd everybody go?
And I'm telling you, you've got it all wrong. Why else would he have called for an outsider's assistance?
The outsider is here to deliver us from our enemies. To keep this place safely locked away from the wasteland, not to exploit us.
How can we preach about peace when all you want to do is keep his gift all to ourselves? That's not what he would want.
If we allow the spread of this miracle to continue, we're putting him in jeopardy. I can't allow that. I won't allow it.
Once again, my husband, we are at an impasse. I suggest we speak to the outsider.
Agreed. Why else would the outsider have been allowed into the grove? Perhaps it's a test. Yes, That must be it. I know why you're here, and despite what my wife thinks, I know you'll do what's best for Oasis. After all, he chose you, and he would never want to put us in harm's way.
He's not a god, Birch. His name is Harold.
Oh, he's testing you now, just like he tested us. He wants to see if your faith is strong by spinning these incredible stories. Who else but a god could produce all of this? Don't worry. You'll soon see things as I do.
Sounds like a threat. Did you know your god wants me to kill him?
Yes, I've been pondering that riddle myself for some time now, and I think I know what he's trying to tell us. The Great One's influence is growing, and soon it will break free of the confines of this secluded vale. We can't allow Oasis to call attention to itself like that. It would be the end of him.
Killing him... What can I do to help?
If the same sap that you drank to purify yourself could be applied to his heart, it should stop the spread. I can promise you no harm would come to him. That's all I ask of you, outsider. Nothing more, nothing less.
I love Birch, but sometimes I think he doesn't see the big picture. The spreading of his influence is not a curse. It's a great miracle. A benefit meant for the entire wasteland.
Well, you're stretching it a bit, but it is a miracle. So I wonder if all the trees that grew here are mutant trees. Are they more human DNA based or plant DNA based? Doesn't anyone care about what your god thinks?
Of course we do. He yearns to share his miracles with the whole world, to give the gift of life back to the dead wasteland. It's upsetting him to no end, but Birch can't see the pain it's causing.
None of you can see the pain.
But now that you're here, I have a feeling the winds are about to change.
I didn't do it. Oh, I see where this is going.
I heard what my husband wanted you to do. What I propose is an alternative. The same person that created the sap also created this liniment. If you can reach his heart, it will assist in making his influence increase. Instead of centuries, the wasteland will become green in mere decades. Just imagine how glorious that would be.
So I got Laurel's liniment, and I got Birch's sap. Oh, Cypress.
Branch tender Cypress at your service. Welcome to our little home.
What's your opinion of the people I just spoke with?
I wish they wouldn't argue so much. It makes everyone uncomfortable.
May I have the key to the caves?
Sure. Here you go. Good luck to you.
How did you end up here?
I was an outsider like yourself, wandering the world aimlessly, wasting my life trying to seek my fortune. When my eyes beheld the splendor of Oasis, I knew I'd found a holy place. Tree Father Birch allowed me to stay, and I've been here ever since.
What did you do to become a tree minder?
Actually, you already did some of it. I had to do the ceremony and meet with the Great One. Then Tree Father Birch taught me everything I needed to know about Oasis and how it has to remain a secret. That's why I'm so worried. I just think letting this place spread into the wasteland would be an unwise decision.
What if the tree minders don't agree with you?
That would worry me. I was out there once, like you. I wandered the wasteland for many years. All I saw was poverty, famine, sickness, hate, and death everywhere I turned. But this place isn't anything like that. We can't allow that kind of evil inside Oasis. We just can't.
Okay.
May the sap of his wisdom sustain you.
That's gross. I wanted to talk to the other people, because I think there's actually something you get for the other parts of this quest. Let's see.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Bloomseer Poplar, soothsayer and healer of Oasis. It brings me great honor to welcome you.
What's your opinion of those two people?
Lately, things have gotten a bit worse between them. It sometimes takes months for them to agree on things. I know they love each other greatly, but I'm afraid the strain of leadership is tearing them apart.
Any information on the caves would be helpful.
Be wary of the water in the caves. I fear they still carry the sting of radiation from the bombs.
Okay. Why is growing?
In what we call the harvest month, the Great One creates seeds among his branches within seed pods. At the end of this time, the pods open and the seeds are carried quite easily upon the wind. It's quite beautiful. Wherever the seeds take purchase, they grow into trees, plants, grass, or all manner of wonderful things.
Tell me about your god.
He's not my god. He's everyone's god. You, me, everyone. This place isn't meant just for the tree minders. It's for all mankind.
What if the others don't share your opinion?
You'd think they'd realize that this place won't remain a secret forever. The caravans know about it, and you happened upon it. How long before someone comes to take this place by force? No, I say allow Oasis to grow, and that issue becomes moot.
Actually, do I have to actually agree with you? No, wait. How did you end up here?
My father was a healer like myself. He had the most curious books I would read about trees and plants and their medicinal properties. Many years later, I heard a rumor about a place such as this. I spent a decade in search of it. I've been in this wonderful place for over 15 years now.
Okay. What'd you do to become a tree minder?
I was the third one to arrive here in Oasis. Tree Father Birch was a bit wary at first, but Leaf Mother Laurel convinced him to let me stay. If she hadn't been around, I doubt Birch would have ever let me stay here. After a while, they taught me their ways, and together we developed the ceremony of purification that you undertook.
Okay.
May you remain under the canopy of his protection.
What about you, little child?
So you're the outsider, huh? You seem nice to me.
What's your opinion of them?
They're the best parents ever.
Any information in the caves would be helpful.
My parents told me never to go past the old gate. There are monsters in there.
Okay, tell me about your god.
Oh, you mean Harold? He's really nice. Sometimes when I get really lonely, I go into the grove and talk to him. Sometimes I even curl up all cozy-like and sleep next to his roots after I have a bad dream. I tell him what I'm scared of, and he tells me what he's
Figures
scared
the
of.
only one who can
It
talk
makes
to
me
the
feel better
tree
knowing
is
I'm not the only one.
this little girl. Tell me too, I wouldn't be scared.
Aw, I never knew an outsider could be scared of anything. Harold told me that he's scared of fire. If fire ever got on him, it would burn him and Bob until they were all gone. That's why we keep the fires far away from him.
Ooh. Can you tell me, how'd you end up here?
I was born here, silly.
Okay. What'd you do to become a tree miner?
Just get born, I guess. You're funny.
Okay. Bye.
May you remain under the canopy of his protection.
It's very nice to meet you, outsider. I'm Branch Tender Linden.
What's your opinion of everything?
I've only known them for a very short time, but when I first arrived, they immediately took me in and treated me just like a son. There aren't many people in the world left like that.
What's in the caves?
Oasis is located near what used to be an old mining town before the bombs fell. When the attack started about 200 years ago, many people took shelter in the natural caves that dotted the area. The old gate that stands at the mouth of Oasis Cave is the last piece of architecture from those days.
Tell me about your god.
Well, I'm not so sure the Great One is a god. I mean, I don't believe in that sort of thing. However, I am beginning to realize he's special. Something greater than any of the creatures in the wasteland.
How did you end up here?
I was found dying in the wastes not far from here by a trader caravan. They knew about this place and brought me to Bloomseer Poplar. She nursed me back to health, and I've stayed ever since.
Dying? What happened to you?
I was a Brotherhood of Steel outcast. We had a deep patrol out here looking for some tech, and they got jumped by some Deathclaws.
Yeah.
They shredded everyone else and left me bleeding to death. If it wasn't for Oasis and Bloomseer Poplar, I'd be dead right now. Honestly, I've never seen anything like this place. It's beautiful. It's a shame only a few people will ever get to see it.
What did you become a tree minder?
I sort of fell into it, I guess. I woke up here and I just stayed. After a while, I became one of them.
Okay.
Goodbye, outsider.
So, is that everyone? I feel like there was a... Oh, calm down, folks. I feel like there was a lady...
You're a guest among us and quite
Oh, you! Wait, no, you're the guy. Are you the guy? Yeah, you're
Cast
the guy.
aside your bits of technology and marvel at his...
Yeah, you're crazy, I get it. Actually, wait. Do I need to talk to you? Now that I've spoken with everyone else? Harold?
Please.
Nope.
I can't very well speak to you back there.
Oh. Alright. Like this?
Look, Herbert, he's back. I told you.
What's with all the names about those tree minders?
No, don't get me started on them. I'm liable to talk about them all day. It even drives poor old Bob crazy.
Did you ever... How did tree minders get along with the best?
Actually, the kid is the nicest one of all. Use her name. She sneaks in here sometimes and just lets me talk about stuff I wanna talk about. Bob really likes her too, 'cause she makes me happy.
Talk about something else.
Okay.
You don't actually seem that sad. Why do you want to die?
I've been literally rooted to this spot, thanks to Bob, for maybe 20 or 30 years. I can't even remember anymore. Can you imagine being stuck in one place for that long? Not being able to eat, or to read, or to sleep, or anything. In the meantime, I have these tree minders bothering me every day about things I don't even care about. And I can't stand it anymore.
Life is a gift. I mean, be glad you have it.
I've tried to stay happy. Really, I have. Bloomseer Poplar thinks I'll live for hundreds of years. Maybe even more. Can you imagine that? Stuck here for centuries? I can't do it. I just want to be alone. Just me and Bob until the end. When I saw you coming towards Oasis, I thought I felt that you'd understand me. I guess I was wrong.
Seeing me Oasis is quite a feat for Living Tree.
Maybe I'm just losing my mind from all this boredom, but I swear if I try, I can see all around me. Like my eyes are in every leaf, on every tree. I think it's making Bob kinda jealous, 'cause he was the first tree in my life, and all that.
Okay, bye.
See you later. Well, maybe not if you do what I've asked.
Jeez, that's grim. You'd think a little bit of water next to him would be clean of radiation. But maybe since he's a mutant tree, he can clean it. Or the radiation just nourishes him. Where the hell am I going? Okay.
There's nowhere like this left in the world anymore,
Oh,
eh,
yeah.
outsider?
Where am I going? The Grove, Oasis Cavern, so this way.
You're a guest among us and quite welcome.
Actually, didn't I have to
outsider.
talk to the kid for one other thing? I believe she can give you something.
Hiya!
Blah, blah, blah. No, I guess not. Alright. So let's go to the caves. Me?
You're a guest among us, and quite welcome us.
Alright, so yeah. So that's enough for this episode. It's been a little dialogue heavy, but there's important things to be heard here. But thanks for joining me. Come back, I'll have the next stuff up real soon, but until then, bye!